All right, it is 5 p.m. We will call this January 20th, 2021 special meeting to order of the Gig Harbor Fire Commission. The purpose of our meeting here, this special meeting tonight, is to hear some public input regarding last special meeting's interview process and the three candidates we have for fire chief. So at this time, we will open it up to public comment. Please raise your hand, and our host will move you in as a panelist so we can see and hear you. And you will have 3 minutes. State your name for the record, please, and please be respectful of the time. So at this time, if anybody would like to come forward and speak to any of the candidates or the process, we'd love for you to come forward and speak.
So, Mr. Chairman, there should be a Mr. Ray.
I see a Ray Shervin there on the board. Looks like you're muted, Ray.
I'm not now.
There you go. We can hear you. Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks. Would you like me to get started?
Absolutely. Go ahead and
Okay.
state your name for the record.
Okay,
You
yeah.
got 3 minutes.
Okay, Ray Shervin. I live at 4014 Murphy Drive Northwest, Gig Harbor, Washington, 98335. Sorry. I've had a chance to review all as a taxpayer and a citizen of Fire District 5. I've had the opportunity to watch the interviews that were placed on Facebook, and I had the opportunity to read Chief Doan's EFO papers. And if I was to make a choice right now, I would make a choice of Chief Doan. And the reason is that we're going to be going through some significant growth over the next 5 to 10 years. And I think we need someone who can manage that growth. And coming from a larger organization with a different set of challenges than our fire district has had, may be able to anticipate challenges that we're going to have for the future. And I know that the local and the chief and the commissioner has been working hard to increase firefighter safety and move to a 3-person engine company. And I think this is a person, in just seeing everything that he's done so far, plus reading his EFO paperwork, he's got the ability to really take this fire department into the its next genesis, from being small to medium to large. And as this area grows, we're going to need someone who's going to manage the growth, and will be able to work with the different political city council, county council, water districts, things like that are needed to be successful. So as a citizen, if I had a vote, I would vote for Chief Doan out of Boise. That's all I have, Alex.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate your comments tonight. Thank you for coming forward and speaking. We have anyone else there? I think our host is working on ushering Ray back into the crowd and probably restoring my video. So just bear with us for a moment here. Here, I'm back. All right. Do we have anybody else that'd like to come forward? I see we have local 3390.
Hey, Commissioner Wilsey.
President Flick. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I have a statement from the local tonight. Local 3390 would like to thank the Board of Commissioners for creating this special meeting and allowing members in the community to provide input in this process. We would also like to thank all of the other candidates who put their name in the running to be our chief and appreciate their interest. A special acknowledgement goes out to our 2 internal candidates. Your 20+ years of service and dedication to our organization is valued tremendously, and we look forward to continuing our positive working relationship. As the Board of Commissioners know, Local 3390 has conducted an informal parallel process to vet out our chief candidates. We have been transparent with each stage of our process, which included traveling to Boise, touring a training facility, visiting stations, speaking to peers, subordinates, friends, family, union officials, and interviewing all 3 candidates. As promised, the local delivered all of this information to the Board of Commissioners in the spirit of collaboration. The direction provided to me by the membership was to deliver our endorsement in a public meeting. It was important to me to have an accurate account of which candidate the membership favored, and a vote was held. The Gig Harbor Professional Firefighters IAFF Local 3390 is proud to give its almost unanimous endorsement to Chief Dennis Doan. With 12 years of experience as fire chief in Boise, we believe that he has the knowledge, skills, and abilities to take Gig Harbor Fire and Medic 1 into a new era. We believe Chief Doan's body of work, including successfully building a training facility, remodeling fire stations, replacing apparatus, mentoring future and current leaders, and campaigning for funding measures, matches many of the needs that Gig Harbor Fire and Medic 1 has on the horizon. Chief Doan has a proven track record of providing the fire department, the workforce, and the citizens of the community with an exceptional level of service. We would love to welcome him into the family and hope the Board of Commissioners values the endorsement of the Gig Harbor Professional Firefighters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Flick. Appreciate your comments tonight. Do we have anybody else out there? Please raise your hand, or so you can signal to. Looks like we got Mr. Todd Williams.
There we go. Good evening. I just wanted to express my vote for, as a taxpayer of over 20 years in Gig Harbor Fires area. Both my wife and I have lived here and love it. We live in the Point Richmond area, and coincidentally, we are both career firefighters in King County. And so we've taken the time to invest in our family here to make sure that the department provides the coverage that we feel that we all deserve here. With that being said, we would like to express our vote for Dennis Doan. We've watched all 3 videos, whether it be streaming live or whether it be previously recorded. But we enjoy what he has to offer. He's the only candidate with a certification from the National Fire Academy and with his EFO. That's a big achievement for somebody to accomplish. His previous experience as a fire chief in a major department in Idaho, I think should lend to his progressive experience that can lead our organization here in Gig Harbor to the next level. We have a number of challenges ahead of us, including making sure that all of our engine companies have 3 people staffing to accomplish the 2 in, 2 out, which is provided to us by the WAC. If a single engine company arrives without a medic unit, they can't meet that need. And so I feel that that is an important goal of the department. Facing, other challenges that he has experience in are ARF training at the Boise airport, which, as we know, we have a station that provides some level of coverage for the airport. The tech rescue, the ARF, the dive team, all provide experience that he has and should lead us into the next generation. But his dedication to leadership and his concern with education, as shown by his position as a board member for the school district, I think all really will lead to the succession planning that our organization needs. It doesn't mean that the other 2 candidates didn't provide a good, valiant effort, but I don't think that they quite have all the certifications that are necessary to provide a growing department and a growing community with all the changes that are coming our way. And by the way, thank you for listening to my opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, and thank you and your wife for your service to the community up north. And thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Eric, did Alex get booted somehow?
It looks like it, yeah. He's in the attendees. He got booted in the other room.
His hand is up.
Give me just a second. Sorry.
All right, I'm back. All right, looks like we have a Mr. Robert Wiles there.
Hi, it's not Robert Wiles, it's his wife.
Okay.
Monet.
There you go. It's Monet here. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. I just wanted to voice my opinion really quick. I have a 7-month-old baby at home right now who's teething. So I got her in the background. So I just want to be really, really quick before she starts screaming. I just wanted to voice my support with Dennis Doan. I am a Gig Harbor resident. My husband has been in Gig Harbor all of his life, and his family is the Busich family, and they have been in Gig Harbor as well. I believe, as a firefighter myself with Eastside Fire and Rescue, that the direction that Dennis Doan wants to lead Gig Harbor Fire is something that myself and my family support. And I appreciate the time that you are allowing citizens and the taxpayers within Gig Harbor to voice their opinion and speak in regards to support to their candidate of their choosing. Thank you.
Thank you, Monet. Thanks for coming and speaking tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. We'll keep the floor open. Maybe I won't get ejected off the screen this time. All right, I see you, sir. It looks like Keith Davies. I'm going by screen name, so he's hopefully I'm getting him right. You got to unmute yourself, sir. Well,
Good evening.
good evening.
Hey, thanks for giving us this opportunity. I am a retired Gig Harbor firefighter, did 28 and a half years on the line, but 37 and a half with the organization. I'm also a commissioner at Key Peninsula Fire. We recently went through this process. We used the same firm that you guys did, and we landed a great candidate. In my history with the organization, Gig Harbor has never been outside for the chief's position. I am one, as a commissioner, believes it's important to infuse new blood periodically, and I'm thinking that this is the opportunity. Chief Doan brings to the table a lot that I think Gig Harbor would benefit from.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your service and your continued service.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, we don't have any additional attendees that are indicating they would like to speak, and we do not have any questions or comments in the question and answer section.
All right. Very well. Is there, we had 3390 as a line item. I know you kind of went during open public comment. If there's anybody else from 3390 that would like to say anything, entertain that at this time. Give it a couple seconds. All right. Well,
Stand by, Mr. Chairman. We do have an additional individual. We'll bring them into the meeting.
okay. Perfect. All right. Welcome. Please
Hey,
state your
sorry,
record
been,
and
stupidly
share your comment.
and looking for somebody to, so it's like, oh no, push the button. I'm Craig Conrad. I just want to put in my support for Dennis Stone. I loved what I heard from the other people coming on here. I think my take is all of what they said, and nothing against the other candidates, but I just feel like maybe that would be on the job learning and hope they're successful when Chief Doan has a record of being successful. And that makes sense to me, along with everybody else's comments. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming forward. All right. We'll give it just another few moments here. If anybody else has their, please raise your hand or so that the host can recognize you and move you into the room if you'd like to say something. All right. Not seeing any and not hearing anything from our host. At this time, we will move into executive session in accordance with RCW 42.30.110. I'm going to say that we're going to take 22 minutes. We'll come back at 5:40.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Do we go out of the room we are in here right now? We go totally out and then go on to the other.
Correct.
the
The
other
executive
one.
session invitation that Tanya sent you, please log in through that link and
Okay.
we'll be in the other room that way.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
one question for me as well. I only sent the invite to you 5 commissioners, making sure that there's nobody else that's supposed to have an invitation to that executive session.
Yeah, just leave it with the 5 commissioners, please. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
And Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
so this meeting, just for the attendees to be aware, this meeting will continue to run until you come back and reconvene the formal portion of the meeting.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll be back in 21 minutes now. Thank you. All right, I made it back. Sorry. All right, we'll call the meeting back to order, and at this time, I will open it up for the commissioners to say a few words if they'd like.
Mr. Chairman, if I might.
Go ahead, Commissioner Sudich.
You know, I'd like to thank all three candidates. In my opinion, all top quality. I would also like to extend my thanks to President Jake Flick of the union, not just in this process, but prior to this process. He has been totally upfront and honest, and I think he needs some kudos for that. Because this process, if somebody would have dabbled in it, could have gone sideways. And I think the union leadership and all of us commissioners, along with the administration, have worked hard at making sure this process stayed on track. And I think it turned out quite well. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Sudich. Any other commissioners wishing to speak at this time?
Alex, I just want to say thank you to all three of our finalists. I appreciate, the work that they put in. And I want to thank John Burgess, because I think the quality of the internal candidates we have is a reflection of his leadership. And for everybody watching, I think the quality of the department is a reflection of his leadership as well. So he has big shoes to fill, and he'll be missed a lot. So I appreciate everybody's hard work, and everybody represented, the internal candidates represented the department extremely well.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes, go ahead, Commissioner Yancey.
Just going to echo what's already been said. I've been a part of this board for 21 years, and I think the last 10 years has probably been some of the best part of my time on this board, with the leadership of John and the other people that have been selected to be in the leadership positions that we have there. And I feel pretty good about where we are going, and that is and that has a lot to do where John has brought this department, and I feel positive for the future with the leadership that we have in position, and I look forward to hopefully a few more years. So I want to thank John, and it's going to be a loss for us, but I know he'll still be involved in our community like he has been. So thank you.
Just real quick, Chairman, it's okay.
Yep.
I want to thank not only the three candidates, what amazing men that we have as finalists for this position, but if you think about the conditions that we held this in, your remote, Zoom, the technology all behind it, I want to thank all of those behind the scenes as well that kind of led us through this process, and well done. And I've known Chief Burgess for several years through Rotary, and I hope he stays around in my life. So he's a phenomenal man, and I'm going to miss working with him in this role.
All right, and I'd like to kind of wrap up the comments and really thank the Prothman Group and Mark, especially from there, that led us through this process. We had over 60, I believe, candidates at the beginning of this, which, we did not get to see all of those. Prothman whittled it down for us so that we ended up having a smaller bunch to look at. But what a great quality of candidates that we received, and I'm very impressed. And to get it down to this final three was no short order. And I really want to express my appreciation to the final three, and participating in this virtual process. I know it can be challenging, and I also want to thank our division chief Eric Waters and our PIO Tina Curran, as well as our executive assistant Tanya Vandervate, for pulling this all together and keeping us on track as always, but even more so in this environment. So, and I'd also like to thank the community for giving us the questions that we received and that we applied to the interviews, and also to 3390. The local, I can't say enough about them. They went to Idaho. Obviously, we had 2 internal candidates, but we had 1 external, and they went to Idaho and did research and reported back. And, you know, that was a great expense to them. And I can't say enough about them for going over there and doing that homework and reporting back. So, and participating in the process, especially with President Flick. So with that, I think I've thanked everyone, and I would entertain a motion from any of the board members.
I have a motion, Alex.
Chairman Nelson, go ahead.
Well, not chairman, that's you, but
Or sorry, I'm Chairman Nelson, Commissioner Nelson.
but I still have a motion. I move that we make a conditional offer of employment to be our next fire chief to Dennis Stone.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Urbina,
Yes.
Chairman Wilsey.
Yes. All right, so with that vote, we will extend a job offer to the candidate Dennis Doan, and we will report back on how that goes. And our next regular meeting will be Tuesday, January 26th at 5 p.m. Please follow the link to the Zoom meeting. And if there's no further business before the commission here, we shall be adjourned. Thank you, everybody.